to reduce the burden on Wananchi and not to add extra seats to people he terms as political failures come 2022. That is a discussion we want to have this morning with these three gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us in Morning Express.
Yeah, thank you.
Let me start with the Standard newspaper. Front page. We are ready, but it will cost you billions. That is the IEBC talking about the referendum and asking Kenyans to be ready for that. What do you have to say?
Yeah, I think the 12 billion would be the actual money spent, paid to agents, and so on and so forth. We have not taken into account the shock on the economy and the psyche. So if you take it in totality, that there will be an election, it will be an election, it will take time, energy. We are talking about billions of shillings. We are talking about also supplanting the agenda. Originally, the President told us that we have 4 main agenda items. Now referendum will be at the top. We have forgotten the rest.
Like the fifth, the fifth
I
agenda?
think it may be the first, the way it looks. Now they are saying, let's forget the rest, let's Kenyans go angry, let's put referendum and then tell people once we remove some of these issues and create others, your life will be better. It is, we are going into what we call bananizing everything. And I think, I still say that is not what we elected our leaders to go and do. The president and the deputy president promised us double-digit economy. When the cake is big, there will be enough. But when now we see that there's a problem in this Katiba, there is a problem in this one, if we resolve this, our problems, then I can see that we are in real trouble.
Okay. Mr. Gwenda.
Well, I don't know where Mr. Chebukati, the chairman of IEBC, is talking from. In my view, I don't even think Chebukati should be talking about we are ready. Very well that his commissioners, about 4 of them have gone, and the issues, he has issues with audit queries, where his CEO has been actually fired for that reason. I don't know why he will even say that he's ready if before he even says that IEBC first need to be restructured.
So does it mean because of the composition of the IEBC, because you know already like 3 commissioners are out?
Correct, that's one of them. But again, IEBC also, and the staff and the people that are involved in the management of IEBC need to be indicted for corruption, because I mean, the audit report has come out, and actually about 4 billion has been misappropriated for that reason. That's why Chiloba was fired, and we also have commissioners that have gone, you know, and the appointing authority has not. In my view, when you say you're ready, what Chebukati is trying to do, in my view, is that he wants to sanitize IEBC indictment, IEBC corruption, IEBC malpractices in electioneering in this country, so that they can say, oh, we've done the referendum so well, now we can do the election in 2022. I think what needs to happen first with IEBC, before they promise anybody anything, is that people went to the Supreme Court, and when they went to the Supreme Court, the presidential election was annulled, and it was annulled because of some malpractices in IEBC. And before you even clean yourself, you can't talk of doing a huge referendum. And coming to referendum itself, in my view, I think IEBC, if you're specifically narrowing it down to IEBC, they will not be ready. And I think it is wrong for Chebukati to say they're ready.
Okay, Honorable Nyonka.
I think, in a nutshell, it has come to dawn on Chebukati that the referendum is going to take place. For the simple reason, especially given the fact that the deputy president has now come out and said that according to him, he has no problem and the referendum should take place. The only issue, and I totally agree with both my brothers, is that if we go for these elections with IEBC the way it is constituted, I think we are going to have a disaster. So, in reality, Parliament and indeed the presidency needs to start figuring out what we need to do in terms of, one, either filling the positions which were vacated by the commissioners. We need to sort out the legal issues which are outstanding in IEBC. Nobody knows what the position of Chebukati is. He's at home Other people are saying, no, we've not fired him, but he's on suspension and stuff like that. And also, we must figure out that we actually set up an IEBC that is going to go which is going to be above reproach.
Okay.
That we cannot have an arbiter, somebody who's going to conduct an exercise or as a referee of, for example, even going for these referendum and the coming elections and get ourselves into the mess that we have been before, and Kenyans will actually not be, will not accept that that is the basic standard operating procedure in our electoral matters, that we are going to be working with such a body.
Okay, so
yes.
Mr. Weda,
Yes.
have we reached that position whereby it looks like Kenyans will not have trust with the IEBC after the repeat presidential elections and, of course, the August elections?
I think where we are, every time IEBC conducts elections, especially a young IEBC like this one that came in and conducted elections, and then it became very protracted, there's a large swath of Kenyans who think they cannot do it. There are also those who think they can do it. So that question has to be resolved first before you talk about the referendum. But my meat is that we must put things in order of priority. When I see the deputy president and the president and other leaders saying our problems lie in the Constitution, let's solve them, let's amend the Constitution, then I know the devil is real, because that's not where our problem is. Our problem is in management of the economy. The people are dying of hunger. We are hungry. Things are too expensive. The cost of living is too high. We have borrowed too much. Managing this is not about amending the Constitution. It is not the Constitution that pays huge salaries. These issues are determined by salaries and remuneration commission. If we get it wrong solutions will not give us the right answers. So when I see the deputy president and the president and Honorable Raila saying, now for us to resolve, for us to make fuel cheaper, for us to make food cheaper, now we need to amend the Constitution, then I need to go back into prayer room, because that is not the solution. And we didn't need to do elections to elect them to come and tell us that the answer is referendum.
Okay, okay. And before we take a break so as to release our sister station, that is KTN,